Hello viewers, today we're going to be removing the bearings from the ceiling fan motor. I've already removed the top bearing. This was the easier of the two, and I didn't get it on video because I wanted to make sure I could actually do it first. So I did that, and now we're going to go ahead and do the second one on video. So this side is a little bit more difficult because the rotor, it's fairly open here, whereas in here the material goes up and I can't fit the thing on it. So what I did was I took two of them and I just manually pulled these apart like this, and it got it off just about all the way. And I think now that it's up that far, I can put the tool back together and we'll get it off the remainder of the way. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I have a socket here, and the socket is going to sit in here like this, and this socket is going to distribute the pressure from the puller onto the shaft. This needs to be cranked up a lot more, and I think, yeah, it's going to run out of room. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put something in between there so that the whatever that piece is called can't go down into there. Put this part of the bearing puller on here, and then I will just crank this the rest of the way off. There we go. So now we have two spoiled bearings, and this one took a fair bit of abuse, but I don't care because it was spoiled anyways. So we'll put those into the scrap metal box. Now they don't even fit. Okay, well, we'll do something with those later. And now we're going to put the new bearings on. Probably we should clean this up a little bit first. So these are the bearings I got. I don't know if these are actually good bearings or not. They're only about $5 a piece, so it's a fairly economical repair. Here's the bearing. It should be, looks like it's the right size. Okay, that's showing some promise. And these are quiet. So what we're going to do here, I'm going to take a socket this one a little bit smaller than what I'd like. No, I think that's the biggest one I have, so I can make do. What I'm going to do with the socket here is I'm going to keep this on the outside ring, or the inside ring rather, right here. Zoom this in a little bit. And I'm going to very gently tap this onto the shaft. Yes, I'm using a metal hand right now. That's not the best thing to do, but I don't have the right way to do this, which would be to have a bearing press. And so this is going to take some time to get that on there because I want to do it, carefully. Bearing is on. Spins nicely with no noise. Now the other side is going to be a little more interesting because I'm going to have to get a bigger socket. I don't have one. I'm going to have to borrow one from somebody. Okay, and we're back. This may be the most long-winded project I've ever done. Got a socket. This is a I hope this works. Yeah, this will work. It's a I think it's a 1-inch. And we'll do the same thing I did on the other side. And there's a C-clamp on there, whatever it's called. So it's not going to go down too far. So that's that. The new bearings are on. And that's really not the best way to do it. Ideally you want to use a bearing press, but I don't have one, so that worked. You can see these bearings are spinning a lot freer than the other ones were, and they don't have any crazy noises to them. So we're ready to reassemble the motor at this point.